What's up? What's happening? I ain't even gonna share what's happening, man. You already know what's happening. It's me, Mala, and Kosapuza. Boo. So, family, we're about to hit 100 subscribers. We're at 91 right now. I thought by the time I reach my second month, I'll be on 100, but you know what it is. Progress is progress. On Saturday or Sunday, I'm hitting 2 months on my YouTube journey. So shout out to all of you who have been there with me. Let's go! Have you ever thought what your life would look like as the best version of you? I have. What's up?
I'm not him, but I'm built on his image. I'm not him, but I'm built in his image. I'm not him, but I'm built in his image. I'm not him, but I'm built in his image. I'm not him, but I'm built in his image. I'm not him, but I'm built in his image. I'm not him.
So, once again, I'd like to thank everyone that's been with me on this journey. And I hope you all keep on watching, keep on liking, keep on commenting. I appreciate the comments and likes and views coming from y'all. It's been a tough journey. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, the posting, the recording, the editing. Okay, I'm starting to enjoy the editing. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I might be a video editor. You know, at some point, not at this point. So there's a couple of lessons that I'd like to share with y'all that I've learned. So I guess I'm going to be doing this every month. You know, once I reach 1 month, I'm just going to do a video and share what I've been learning up until that point. So I know a lot of us are at a crucial time of our lives. You know, it's a do or die moment whereby you gotta grind. You know, you gotta get the bag, you gotta lock in. And I don't want to be one to gatekeep, so I want to share some of the things that helped me. Cause at some point in my life, especially in high school, I had to lock in order to achieve some things. You know, had to get an organization opened, had to change the way I was acting because I was always getting in trouble. So during that pivotal moment or during that pivotal phase, there's a lot of things that used to help me that even now I know which I can go back to them in order for them to help me. So one of those things is reading. Reading is very important. It helps with the brain's neuroplasticity, you know, which is the ability of the neurons to adapt new information. So the more you read, the more your neurons are able to adapt new information quickly. So that has helped me a lot. I know you're probably thinking, what is this guy talking about now? Reading for YouTube? No, it helps with yourself. And I feel like self is the most important part of life. Yeah. So one of the books that has helped me a lot is Atomic Habits. So Atomic Habits by James Clear basically talk about how habits form our lives as a whole. And it has helped me a lot. So, as you may have noticed, at first, I used to struggle a lot with what kind of content to make. I struggled with the intro, for God's sake, which is purely normal. It's like normal for me because this is the first time I'm doing this. Never have I done this before. So it basically talks about how systems are better than goals. You know, it's important. I know they're always talking about you must have long-term goals, short-term goals, mid-term goals. That's true. But how are you going to get to those goals? For example, with me, it was a matter of how am I going to get to 100 subscribers before 2 months ends, before my second month ends. And if I was as consistent as I was supposed to be, I would have gotten to 100. That I know for sure. So I missed a couple of days. Still normal, you know, not like forgiving myself, but I'm just being like honest with the way I see things. So in Atomic Habits, James Clear basically talks about how important it is to have a system in place, a simple, repeatable system that you can use on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis to track how are you getting closer to your goals, how are you going to get there. So for me, that was posting 2 vlogs every week. I know I didn't say why I'd be posting 2 vlogs every week, but that was my way of getting to 100 subscribers. The more videos I release, the more YouTube gets to promote my content and see if people like it. The more engagement rises, the more watch time rises, and all of those things. So that's why I had to release 2 vlogs per week, which sometimes I fail to do. But now I have a repeatable, simple system in place. Okay, sometimes I talk way too fast, even for myself. But reading has helped me a lot because I learned that from James Clear. There's also a lot of things that I learned, like how habits form from identity. So I had to stop saying I make YouTube videos and start identifying myself as a YouTuber. So now when you see me in the streets, don't be afraid to say he's a YouTuber. What is he, this one? He's an employee at Lazarus, but he's also a YouTuber. You know, so yeah, that's also a thing. Identity, how you identify yourself, also ties into a lot of things and how your life turns out. So that's the first thing. The second thing I learned was it's important to track your progress. Check how well you're doing or how bad you're doing. That's the only way you can be able to see where to make improvements, you know, like where to improve. For example, with me, I had to improve with being comfortable with sitting in front of the camera like this. When someone else is filming me, it's quite more easier because I just make up a delusion in my mind and say, you're an actor. Yeah, just like you're shooting a movie or something. That's why it's easy for me to walk around with Isakile Mall and do all of those things, because that's what I would do if I was in a movie. So it gets hard when it's like this because I'm trying to reach out to someone directly. I'm having a conversation with someone directly. So it becomes hard. So I had to get used to that and see whenever I'm at work and I can't record something, I can just do this and record and talk to you, you know, and share some of my insights and thoughts. And I would appreciate it if you all would share more, you know, comment, you know, hit the comment section, say what you think. You know, if you think this video is bad, tell me this video is bad. Someone complained about what do they call this? Portraits and landscape. Why do I always shoot my videos in portrait? I'm still getting used to it. So now I know the next time when I shoot or I edit, I at least change my videos into landscape mode so that it becomes easy for someone to like watch even in like full screen and rotate their phone if they want. So it's important to track your progress and take note of the things that you have to improve and the things that you're already doing good. I noticed that most of my videos got more views the moment I started changing. Sorry about that. The moment I started changing the way I do my thumbnails, you know, the pictures that appear when you see the video. So the moment I started making them using moments from videos, they started getting better. So it's important to track progress because that way you can make small improvements, you know, even if it's 1% improvement. There's this quote that says 1% improvement every day equals to 36% improvement every year. Bam! Oh, 0.1, not 1. 0.1 improvements. Bam! That's a bar. But yeah, guys, another thing is environment. You know, environment is also very crucial. You have to, excuse me, check your environment because environment has a lot of triggers. So habits are caused by triggers, you know. The moment you feel hungry, that's a trigger or a cue. It tells you that you have to eat, which is the habit. And then you get a reward, which is feeling full or feeling, you know, satisfied with the food that you were eating. So you have to check the environment because it has a lot of triggers. So I've had to like get used to putting my notepad on my bed or on my table so that every time I get a camera and I remember what I have to edit, I have to do one. Okay, so I keep getting disturbed. So let me just wrap up. What I was saying was I leave my notebook on my table or on my desk or on my bed so that I see it every time and it triggers me to check what I have to do, edit, post, watch content, because you have to watch content in order to make content. You can't do something you don't know. So yeah, that's all I had to say. And in conclusion, just stay locked in, guys. Like, keep grinding. Don't stop. And also keep watching me grind, because me, I'm not gonna stop.
I have a vision, and that vision is to become the best version of myself in everything that I do. So until I achieve that vision, I will not stop. I will not rest. Let me know if you're also trying to achieve something, if you like focused on something right now. And let me close the window. And let me know in the comments. Doesn't matter if it's gym, if it's, you know, YouTube, if it's school, if it's work, if it's relationships, if it's personal development. I like that one. If it's fitness, whatever it is, just let me know in the comments and tell me about your journey so far. And share a couple of insights, ask questions, engage with me so that I can also know what other people are going through out there. Because I know I'm not special. It's not only me who's struggling with these things, which is why I have to share and not gatekeep. So yeah, let me know in the comments and stay tuned because I'm not gonna stop, you know. And if you like my content, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, so that you can be one of the few people who are here before 100 subscribers, you know. Because soon we'll be aiming for 100k. Okay, 100k is a bit far. We'll be aiming for 1k, you know. Yeah, so when it gets 1k, I'll be looking back and I'll be like, yo, some people have been here on this journey. So let me know if you're one of those people and subscribe and share so that I can reach 100, guys. Only 9 people. 9 people. But yeah, for the first time you're hearing from me, thanks for watching and I appreciate you. Trust me, we are only getting started. We're only getting started. Content is going to be created and content is going to be posted. Ha!